Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another Litjoy unboxing for you. This is the newest quarterly subscription box. This is their magical subscription, and this is the Burrow box. I have been so excited for this box. I love the Weasleys and the Burrow so much, and I just cannot wait to dig into everything that is inside this box. I did also do some add-ons this month, and so I also have this handy dandy little box as well that came separately, which I'm sure has some of the add-ons in there. So let's get started. And first, let's look at the box. Actually, this art on this box is gorgeous. You have Errol there on the front, and then on the side you have this beautiful countryside. Also back here we have Fred and George making mischief as usual. And then more countryside on the other side. And then here on the front we have the Fort Anglia. This is so gorgeous. I love these boxes. I actually haven't thrown away my Magical Alley box yet because it was just so pretty that I was thinking maybe I would save some of the art. So if we open this up and peek inside, this is what we see. So the very first thing that I see on the top is actually one of my add-ons. I will set that to the side. Here are a couple more add-ons. I will also set those to the side. And I think everything that is in here now is the base box. So let's get started. So right on top, we have this super cute little beanie. This is, of course, Ron's hat. And it's not too thick. It's like a nice medium weight. It's got the braided tassel here at the top, ear flaps with tassels down as well. I live in a really cold climate, but I'm from a warmer place, and so I'm always cold. So I love this. I think it's so cute. I actually have a scarf that will be really, really cute with this. So I love this. It's just a little knitted hat. Yes, there we go. And then let's see, the next thing that I see is this candle. This is so sweet. It's called Magnificent Marmalade. It's dated September 2nd, and it says it's from batch 3. And it has just a bit of burlap across the top, tied with a little bit of raffia. The packaging always in these boxes from Litjoy is like the thing. You know, it's always just so gorgeous. Let me see if I can get the lid off. There we go. Take the burlap and the tag. Oh, yeah. It does actually smell like orange marmalade. I mean, as you would expect, right? But this is a super cute little candle. It's just plain. Once you take off the burlap and the little paper tag, it's just plain. So I maybe would have liked like a little bit of branding or something on the jar so that when I put it back here, it can still be displayed. I think I will probably burn this one under my little owl thing. I never used to burn candles in my house, and then they gave us this owl in a previous box, and now I burn candles all the time because, especially at night, this just throws the most beautiful light. So I am using it, burning candles more. Here's a tinkly little plain white box, and I have seen spoilers for this, so I think I have an idea what that is. So I'm just gonna kind of set that to the side for a minute. The next thing is de-gnoming spray. Look at this box. The box is so gorgeous. It's so pretty. Again, like the packaging is just the thing that makes it to me. They really do make it feel like you've gotten an order straight from the wizarding world. And here is the bottle. It is this green spritz bottle. And it has this really pretty sticker, de-gnoming. Now, you may be able to see actually right here that I have almost an identical bottle. I have a very similar bottle that came to me in a wizarding trunk box. This one is actually flesh-eating slug repellent, and same idea, same like general concept. I do actually have someone that I'm going to gift this one to. I know a young girl who really loves Harry Potter stuff, and so I've already offered to give her this bottle since I have one that's quite similar. They're not the same though. I thought from looking at the spoiler pictures that they were the same, and they're definitely not the same. They are slightly different. They're different in color, they're different in shape, and a little bit different in size as well, just minimally different in size. The next thing that I see, I love this cute little like pencil case. I always need a little bag like this. I commute to work every day, and so I always have like chargers and little bits and bobs down in my bag, and this will be nice to have like a place to kind of just keep all that stuff together and slide it in my bigger tote. This is, of course, from Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, when Mrs. Weasley wrote to the Dursleys asking if Harry could come to the Quidditch World Cup. And it caused quite a stir because there were all of these stamps. And of course, we all know that the Dursleys hate anything that might not look normal, right? So this is a great little bag. It feels like leather, but I know it's not. It's like a vegan leather, like a vinyl or a TPU or something. And it is lined on the inside. It's got this really pretty gold pull, so I will get a lot of use out of that. It is also branded Litjoy crate, so I'm sure that it is exclusive to them. The next thing that I see is this little mystery burlap bag. And let's open this up and see what it is. Oh, there's actually, what is this? Oh, look how cute this is. So it's a little wooden book. This is not what I thought it was going to be. Like I said, I had seen spoilers, and so I thought this was going to be something else that I'm sure is going to come later in the box. This says Weasley Family Recipes, and it is wood. These covers are actually wood. There's a nice little bumblebee on the back there. It's just held together with rings. And then when you open it, you have these like just pockets, I guess, for photos and things like that. This is really cute. I feel like I will, oh, look at this. And there's a single recipe card. So I would have loved if there were like more recipe cards, but maybe they'll make those available to buy on the website, and then I can buy more to fill up my book. But I do like the way that they've done this because you can use it as a photo album or you can use it as a recipe book. I actually have a little box that I keep all of my recipes in, so I don't know that I would use it as a recipe book. So it's nice to have the option just to use it as like a little photo album or a scrapbook instead. I didn't know that that was how it was made. So that's a nice little like multi-use item. I feel like I'll definitely be able to use that, and it'll look really pretty sitting somewhere back here. I'm gonna have to make like a specific Burrow shelf now, I feel like. Okay, this is what I thought was gonna be in that bag. So this is a Weasley family photo, and it's already framed, you guys. So we have everyone there in their Christmas sweaters. The twins, of course, throwing up some bunny ears on Molly Weasley, on mom there. And yeah, I love this. Oh, mine is actually not hooked in the back, so let me hook it before I dump it out on the floor. There we go. I love like the distressed wood finish of this frame. This is actually a really nice frame. And yeah, it's nice to get a piece of art that's already in a frame. I mean, you probably can't see because of the glare, but a lot of my prints just stay in the plastic wrapper, and I display them for a while, and then I kind of put them away so they stay safe. I don't actually take the time to frame a lot of my art, so it's nice to get a family photo of my favorite family already in a frame, just ready to go. Then, let's see, I feel like we're getting down to maybe the dregs of the main box here. So these are the bits and pieces that are left. This is, of course, the coin with this new magical subscription box. They have started doing these coins. The last coin that we got was the Aloha Mora coin. It says the name of the spell on the front, and then on the back it gives you the wand movement. So this one is actually Lumos, or light. And again, same thing here on the back. It shows you the wand movement that you need to make Lumos. So I love these. I have right above this shelf, the next shelf up, I have a Gringotts shelf. And I have lots of my coins, the Ministry of Magic coin, and all of my collectible coins for my advent calendar, all of my little Gringotts treasures, things that I might keep in a vault. They're up on that shelf. So I'm going to be adding this coin there. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to get stands for them or if I'm just going to do what I've been doing with my other coins, which is just to kind of put them in stacks. So it looks like Harry's vault when he walked in and there were kind of just stacks of coins everywhere. So there is the coin. Now let's move on to these kind of bits and bobs. So in this just little plastic envelope, what is this? This certifies that Arthur Weasley and Molly Pruitt were united in magical matrimony according to the laws of Wizarding World on the 13th day of June, 1968. And it is signed by the parents from both sides. So this is gorgeous. It has gold foiling. I wonder if Danny from the Wizarding Workshop is like working with this box now, because it looks very similar to like some things that I have from Danny. But I guess we'll find out on the cheat sheet. So there you go. Actually, I said we're going to find out on the cheat sheet, and I don't have the cheat sheet. So the cheat sheet is actually a Witch Weekly magazine, and it has Professor Lockhart on the front, and my box is now tap empty, and I don't have one. So I'm going to have to like email them and see if they can still send me one, because I would definitely like to have that Witch Weekly magazine cover. So maybe we won't find out who it's made by in this video. Here is very similar to the bookmark that we got in the last box, which looks like a photo strip. The last one was Harry and Hagrid in Diagon Alley, and this one looks like Fred and George. I guess they have put a photo booth in Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. So yes, there you go. There is the Weasley's Wizard Wheezes bookmark and Pygmy Puffs. This is really cute. I really like this. I've been saving these. I haven't decided if I'm going to put them in a photo album or if I'm going to actually use them as bookmarks. Let's see. This here is a print. Again, we saw a similar print in the Magical Alley box. This is the Burrow print. And I thought actually that I ordered the puzzle. Maybe I'm getting another box of add-ons. I don't know. We'll see when we open this one what it is. But I thought I also ordered the Burrow puzzle, so maybe that will show up at some point in the future. Now, the very last thing is that little mystery box that jingles. This is still from the main box, and then we'll do the add-ons. There were kind of some spoilers. If you're a Lunicorn, you get like hints before the new box launches. And they showed a picture of the face of this item, and there was a lot of speculation about, is it a pin? Is it a print? What is it? And I said, I'm going to be really disappointed if it's not actually a clock. And guess what, you guys? It is actually a clock. So this is the Weasley's clock, Molly's famous clock, which has all of the faces of the Weasleys and the hands. This is an actual working alarm clock. You just put a battery in the back there. It doesn't come with one, obviously. And then it keeps time, and you can also use it to set your alarm. This is just absolutely gorgeous. It has all of the places around. So traveling, prison, lost, Quidditch, mortal peril, tailor, bed, holiday, forest, work, garden, school, and home. And I mean, this is just stunning. This is like such a nice piece to get in a subscription box. I'm really glad that it was really a clock. I was a little bit worried that it was going to be like a print. And then I feel like that would have been a little bit of a letdown because it's such an iconic piece and a piece that I really love. So I'm just thrilled as can be to have this. And I can't wait to get a battery in it, get it working, and display it. Yes, let me just set that kind of in a safe place. It won't stay there, but it'll be safe there for the moment. Excuse me. Then let's look at the add-ons that were inside of this box. So this was an add-on piece. This is a journal. As we all know, Mrs. Weasley loves Gilderoy Lockhart. He was never one of my favorites, but this book is going to be a favorite of mine. It is absolutely gorgeous. Gold foiling to the hilt. Magical Me by Gilderoy Lockhart has his smiling, winking portrait there on the front. The spine is looks like this. And then this is the back of the book. On the inside, like I said, it's just blank journal pages. I never write in these books. I just display them. And so I don't order a lot of journals because I feel like that we get a lot already in boxes, but this one was too good to pass up. And then this is the inside cover print. Just looks like lots of photo frames of Professor Lockhart. And oh, he's inscribed it here. Dear Molly, you are a woman of impeccable taste. Love, Gilderoy. Hug, hug, hug. So this is great. I love this. It's really, really sweet. Now, I resisted buying the keys in the Magical Alley box. I did not buy the keys. I had to have the keys for this box because the keys are the Burrow and Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. So I had to have them. They're doing 2 keys per box for 5 boxes, which is, I think, if I recall correctly, there are 5 boxes. So there's going to be like 10 keys total. Now I'm thinking maybe I should go back and get the other 2. Last I checked, they were still available in the store. Those were Borgin and Burke's and Honeydukes inspired. So I don't know. I'll think about that more. Maybe they might show up in a future unboxing. But the 2 that I purchased this time were the Burrow and Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, like I said. So let's open this one up. And this is the Burrow key. They come beautifully packaged in these black boxes that kind of slide. They're like protected on the top with a velvet lined foam. And then in the box, you get a ring, you get a keychain, and you get like the actual key. So let me see if I can show you this any better. I mean, this is just like stunning. So this is the Burrow key, obviously, and it has a W for Weasley. It looks like a wax seal, so that's pretty cool. And it actually looks like the Burrow, how the Burrow is kind of all patched together and wonky. That's how the key looks as well. It has a little charm on there that says the Burrow on a little wooden sign. And that is super, super cute. Then the keychain that it comes with is just so funny, you guys. Like, the keychain is actually a keychain for a Ford Anglia. I don't think that's going to show up, but it is actually a Ford Anglia keychain. I'll take some pictures if I remember and put them on Instagram. But yeah, this says Ford Anglia 7990TD. And so this is the chain that it comes with. And then it comes with just this little ring that you can put them on. So if I can figure out how to open it. There we go. So you just slide your keychain on there. And then you slide your key on there. And this is what it looks like when it's all together. So now I have the key to the Burrow. I'm really excited about that. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the magical keys yet. I think I'm just going to, since I just have these two right now, I think I'm just going to like display them on my Weasley shelf that I'm going to make. So this is the next one. And this should be, and it is. Oh my goodness. Look at these colors. So this is, of course, the key to Fred and George's shop in Diagon Alley. We got the staff badge in a previous one, so now I also have the key to the shop. Pretty amazing. It has a finger pointing, very different key, and just in the way that it's made. And here's a little Weasley's Wizard Wheezes keychain as well. It has... this one actually is not metal. The other one was metal. This one is not. This is, the key is metal, but the chain is not. Like the keychain is not. It's like foam. It's like squishy. And it has these cute little emblems on. And then this chain, that one was very aged looking. And this one is like a really bright gold. So they do match the rings to the keys, which is really nice. And then again, you just slide these little bits and bobs on here, and there you go. I have the keys to the shop. Mischief will be happening now that I can go there whenever I want. Okay, so now let's open this mystery box, this little random blank box. I assume that this is another add-on. I ordered like a book alley, and so I'm guessing that's what this is. I'm not actually sure, so let's find out. I feel like I have all of the add-ons. Let's see, I ordered the journal, both keys, and the book light. So if that's what this is, then I should have everything. But this actually is a book. So this is not my add-on box at all, you guys. But I'll still show you. So this is Set Fire to the Gods. They did like a special edition of this book, which I thought was really cool. And so I ordered the book. I guess my book light will be randomly showing up at some other time. But here it is. And then here is a pack of cards as well. And these all come with like a little letter from the author on the back of a print. And so here's the one for Set Fire to the Gods. And then here is, what is this? Like some kind of little leaflet thing. I think it's just like a advertisement, but the art is really, really beautiful. So yeah, there you go. There is all of these little bits and bobs. I don't know if the cards were supposed to come with this book. I didn't see that when I ordered it, but maybe so. So yeah, I wanted to like try out a new book. I've been reading the Potter series over and over and over since last summer. And so I thought maybe it was time for me to like read something else. Let's take a look quickly at these cards. And these are really nice. They're like soft touch. So yeah, here's this one. I don't know anything about any of these characters, so I can't really tell you who they are, but I mean, I could guess, but yeah. Well, that's Belle, obviously, right, from Beauty and the Beast. And this looks like maybe Merida from Brave. I'm just guessing at this point. And this one looks like Mulan. That's a really cool one. As an Asian American, that's a cool one to get. And then here we go. We have Tiana. So I guess this is, they must have done like a Disney princess line. So these are really cool. Again, I'm not sure if they were supposed to be with this book. It seems like an unrelated set of cards, for whatever reason, but I'll email them and kind of just ask like, where is my other add-on and where is which weekly? And why do I have a random set of cards? And we'll see what they say. Their customer service is really great, so I don't ever worry if anything is broken or missing in my boxes because I know that they're gonna like fix it straight away. So yeah, I wish I would have had the last add-on to show you, but I guess I'll just tell you what it is. So they did a book alley, a Weasley's Wizard Weeza's book alley, and I ordered that. I went back and forth on it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to order it or not. It was the most expensive of the add-ons, and there was a lot of talk also kind of amongst the Lunicorns in the Facebook group about the frame of the book alley is quite wide. It actually looks very similar to this framed photograph that we have. It's like a really wide kind of like this thing, the frame part of the book alley. And so the idea behind a book alley is that it should kind of just like dissolve into your books and you really shouldn't see it. It really shouldn't look like a framed piece of art. So a lot of people were saying that they didn't want it because it just would stick out too much kind of in between the books. I finally decided to get it only because it was Weasley's Wizard Weeza's. I do have the staff badge and the key now. And so I thought it would be really cute to display all of that together and then be like, this alley is the way that I get to work, right? I just thought it would be cute. And I have ordered, it's going to go on this shelf right here, which is why this shelf is kind of bare. I have ordered a set of the UK first edition books, which have those really gorgeous, beautiful, like multicolored patchwork kind of spines. And so I thought the book alley would look really nice displayed between those books that have those really bright, vivid colors, because it's a very colorful book alley. So maybe that will still show up, and in a future video I can show you kind of how it looks displayed on the shelf. But that was, as far as I recall, my last add-on. And like I said, I thought that's what was going to be in the box that had the book. So sorry to be a bit of a tease. I didn't remember actually ordering the book, which is the danger of Litjoy, is that you see things, especially if you're a Lunicorn, you see these things on special, on $10 Tuesday, on advanced purchase. There are member exclusive items that you can only purchase if you're a Lunicorn. And I very rarely, I feel like, find anything on the $10 Tuesday that I like, because I'm really just a Harry Potter collector. I don't collect a lot of other kind of bits and bobs. But this book, like I said, I really thought I would really enjoy. So I decided to pick that up. And I guess my magical add-ons are still kind of out there floating. My owl maybe got blown off course. So anyway, this is the Burrow box, and I hope that you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.